Good morning and welcome to sunny Manchester, where we are at the Global Offshore Wind Conference at Manchester Central Station. Manchester is not only home to two of the UK's finest football teams, but it is also the birthplace of Emily Pankhurst, who quite simply started a revolution. And the energy sector is now undergoing its own revolution, and that is being delivered in part by offshore wind. So today we'll be talking to a lot of the exhibitors and the delegates to find out exactly how they're achieving this.
Behind us is the X-Ocean uncrewed surface vessel. Obviously, a lot of research and development has gone into its creation. Using these USVs, we conduct carbon neutral marine data surveys. The USV is pretty much entirely solar powered, so you can see the solar panels on the top of the vessel. We can launch from a slipway, we launch from a port, launch from a harbour. We can launch from the back of a support vessel. It's controlled entirely remotely, so we can operate continuously for up to about 14 days.
So we've actually got a long track record of wind, but we've recognised that going forward, the port operations are becoming more of a critical enabler to the success of not just the CapEx phase of wind, but also for the O&M. And it's important, if you're going to get that right, is to talk to the port operator early doors in your project planning. ASCO can offer anything from the vendor all the way through to the turbine in terms of our value-added service.
12 months ago, we didn't have an offshore wind business, so our business strategies grow through acquisition, and that's why we're building this service portfolio, so it's really exciting for us. One of the investments we made last year was in a Portuguese company called Blade Insight, that do autonomous drone inspections, internal blade inspections, and they have a really nice data platform. As you can see behind me, the rover that will go down the blade and do the visual inspection as well, which is quite exciting.
Here is our new RS23 tool. It's very unique. It's a hybrid system. It has a capability of cutting hard and soft material when we're trenching. That allows us to cut very hard material and move at very productive speeds.
So we've got a lot of experience in monitoring critical infrastructure from the oil and gas industry, and that's experience that we're taking across now into the renewable sector. Specifically, what we're looking at is subsea cable condition monitoring, where we're trying to move the needle from reactive maintenance to predictive maintenance. And we believe that we can offer a really true innovative solution to condition monitoring of cables.
Our technology is optimizing cable layouts, so we're playing dot to dot to work out the most economical cable routing between the turbines. Our clock software is saving clients 20% of cable system capex over the life into the cloud, and to enable people to log in and use it in-house from anywhere in the world, using their mobile phone even, anywhere in the world.
We have supplied components to more than 50,000 turbines since the beginning of the wind industry. So we have been there, but more recently we see more energy carriers melting together. So for example, we are providing the energy management to Equinor's high wind Tampen scheme, where you integrate 88 megawatts of floating offshore wind to some existing oil platforms. We have a subsea power portfolio that mainly has been used in oil and gas applications. We are now very ready to deploy these solutions into the wind industry.
We're here in stand 203 demoing our WindLogic's market intelligence tool. So essentially we're tracking global offshore wind projects from the early development phase through to decommissioning. We have a forecast within it, so showing how much capacity is expected to come online up to 2031 and beyond. We have a CapEx model in place as well, so showing how much spend is expected to take place every single year as well, up to 2031. And essentially a really useful tool for them to find out where the new markets are, what's happening, where the current or hotspots are, and where a lot of the spend will be taking place in the future.
Yeah, no, the first model that you've probably seen is the wind LiDAR buoy. So we have about 50% of the market in the wind resource measurements. And so obviously to the revenue side of the wind farm, it's all about the wind. But also we've got proprietary technology to do geotechnical investigations, and we're now heavily moving into the autonomous space as well. So autonomous vehicles, no people on board, low carbon footprint, just make the whole process safer and more efficient with a lower carbon footprint. That's what we're all about.
This business was founded in offshore wind, and that gives us significant experience around a lot of these projects. So a lot of our offshore crews have experienced, high current conditions, significant weather, low visibility. We've got 45 ROV systems, and again quite a wide range from small observation grade vehicles from things like a Tiger, really suited for visual operations, all the way through to 250 horsepower work class, suitable for construction type activity, and different manufacturers, and that's quite a crucial thing. So we don't just have the same type of system, different manufacturers, meaning we can use the right systems for the right applications.
We're moving into the floating wind sector, and we've been very fortunate of being able to bring a lot of our experience from the oil and gas sector into the renewable space. So we've been very, very pleased to be able to enter this market in some ways seamlessly. Our specialist area is the design of mooring systems, and including the installation and the maintenance and eventually the decommissioning of the products. Our ambition is to be involved in projects at concept stage, talking to the developers about the optimal mooring system design that they could have for their application.
How have you found Global Offshore Wind so far?
Oh, thank you very much. It's great to be here. It's a fantastic event and really brings together the key players in the industry. It's wonderful to, I suppose, meet everybody in person again. And it's a great opportunity to really have good, solid conversations and make more connections in the industry.
The level of activity in the market is exciting. We've had 2 inquiries already that I think are going to lead to some immediate works.
It's been incredible, I have to say. There is so much young energy that comes across the entire conference. And when you talk to people, I mean, what is fascinating as well is the amount of discussions about innovation, about the type of technology that we're going to be using in the future, such as autonomous vehicles. So it's really, really energizing to be here.
Many people come to see us, and we have interesting discussions and good leads to follow up on. So an absolute pleasure to be here in Manchester.